Hi, I'm Oscar. I want to talk to you about motorcycles today. Imagine hearing the roar of an engine and feeling the wind rush past you as you speed down the open road, the rumble in your ears, the rumble in the seat of your pants. That feeling of freedom and thrill is what draws so many people to motorcycles. But have you ever thought about where motorcycles come from and how they became what they are today? Motorcycles have a long and fascinating history that goes back more than 100 years. They started as basic bicycles with small little engines and have developed into powerful machines. They're used for commuting, racing, and just plain old driving around, having a good old time. Today I want to take you through a brief journey of the motorcycle's history, how they were invented, how they became popular around the world, and how they continue to play a role in modern life. Even if you've never ridden one, you've probably seen a motorcycle in movies or out on the road. Understanding their background helps us appreciate the technology, design, and culture that surrounds them. I've spent some time researching this topic, and I've found some interesting facts that I'd like to share with you. Let's start from the very beginning. Back in the late 1800s, inventors started playing around with the idea of adding small engines to bicycles. It was a time when people were looking for faster ways to get around. In 1885, two German inventors, Daimler and Maybach, created what's known as the first gas-powered motorcycle. It looked very different from the bikes we see today, but it set the foundation for everything that followed. As we move into early 1900s, motorcycles began to gain popularity with U.S. companies like Harley-Davidson and Indian, and Triumph and Norton in the UK. They became big names. Motorcycles were just for fun. They were practical and fast. During both world wars, motorcycles were used to deliver messages and transport soldiers and supplies quickly across rough terrain. This helped prove how useful they could be. After the wars, motorcycles started to become more popular with everyday people. They were cheaper than cars and easier to maintain over time. People began using them not just for travel, but for sport and recreation too. Today, motorcycles come in many styles: cruisers, sport bikes, touring bikes, dirt bikes. There's even trikes. They're used for commuting, racing, long-distance travel, and more. Motorcycles have also made a big impact on popular culture. They've become symbols of freedom, independence, and rebellion. Think of movies like Easy Rider or The Wild Ones, where motorcycles represent a break in the ordinary. They're not just machines, they're part of a lifestyle. To wrap things up, motorcycles have come a long way since the days of simple motorized bicycles. We've looked at their invention in the 1800s, their rise in popularity through the 20th century, and how they continue to influence transportation and culture today. So the next time you hear a motorcycle engine roar by you, you'll know a little more about the history riding along with it.